Guys, anyone who knows me knows that I am a massive Disney fan. Check out the shirt. I want to talk to you guys about some of my all-time favorite rides from the park. Now, asterisk, this being said, I haven't been to a park in like 15 years, but I used to go all the time. I was very spoiled, had a very spoiled childhood, and my mom, on top of that, used to go down to Florida very often to Orlando for trips for her work. So the combination of those two things led us, the Davidson family, to going to the Disney parks quite often. So I'm gonna share with you guys some of my favorite rides. I'm not gonna get them all in order, but I'm gonna share with you guys some of my favorite rides from when I went to the park. There's probably, I imagine, a ton of new ones now, but here are some of my classics, favorite rides. First, Magic Kingdom, the haunted house. Yeah, probably not one that you were gonna be expecting right off the bat. The haunted house, I just feel like the whole vibe of the ride is awesome. Even when you're sitting waiting in line, I feel like when you're just, they have all the headstones, the tombstones, you're walking up, they really do a good job of like setting the scene, and then you sink into the ride. You feel like you're really in the house, and it's just like a very immersive ride. So haunted house is up there as one of my favorites. We're moving over to Hollywood Studios, formerly known as MGM. Rock and Roller Coaster. Man, this ride is awesome. And I just looked it up now. The ride still exists as I had went on it. They just blast Aerosmith music, which Aerosmith is my favorite rock band. And that's partially probably the reason why it is, because we went on that ride so much. But you just basically load into the ride, they strap you up, and you're basically in this like limousine type roller coaster ride where they blast you from like 0 to 60 miles per hour in like 3 seconds, and you just go flying and you're doing loops with Aerosmith blasting. That is a classic ride, Rock and Roller Coaster, Hollywood Studios. And then finally, we are going to the Animal Kingdom, Mount Everest. That ride is awesome. There was one day where I was at the park and it had been pouring rain and a lot of the rides had closed down at the park, so a lot of people had left. And it was towards the end of the day when the park was gonna close down anyway, so it was nighttime. But then the rain stopped and I basically got to go on this ride over and over and over again one day. So I got to go on this ride probably like 8 or 9 times in a row, and I was sitting like front seat wherever I wanted to on the train because there was literally no one at the park, which was so cool. So that was an awesome experience. Mount Everest, definitely a classic. Those are some of my favorite old school Disney rides.